Hi guys, Artiar here. So for this video will be the Andras 45 turn below average, and this one here specifically for Ming Shuo R1 Esper Fusions Fusion mission. So within here we're gonna look for a few showcase other than just mine, because mine I have a lot of R6 Esper, so I'm not really that viable for reference. So there's also other players showcase. I'll be explaining how they do it, and then I'll be showing their own equipment as well, so you can have a better reference to see what is their team going on. So alright, so for example my own team, right, this is totally not going to be a good reference for you all, because I have so many R6 Esper, and then especially I'm using an R6 Elite here, so it's not really a good reference. Because if you have R6 Elite, definitely you can already do Andras 45 turn below. That isn't a problem. So this is one of my brain dead lazy team, which is 3 DPS and then 1 buffer, which is Feng Shun, and then Lin here will not let me die. But if I want to play it fast, usually the team I can go for is something like this, but it's still using R6 Elite here, and then with Andras here for speed clearing, or you can go for something like this. But my team here is not really a good reference, so I'll be showing some of the other reference from the other player. Okay, so this is one of the reference we're gonna see now. So let's take a look here. They're using a very good combo. It's using with Sloan. So we have buffer from Feng Shun, and then Sloan here will just keep nuking the wave, so for wave 1 and wave 2, and then from the boss wave. So boss will nuke here first, and you ensure your Tolan actually die from the boss by putting him crit rate. Then after that, Sloan will give herself the passive, and every time Chuyao assists, then Sloan will slash Andras. So basically it's the same concept as fighting Chronos, just that your Sloan here, you don't want Sloan to have crit rate. So you want Sloan to have a pure attack bonus. You can see the HP bar from here instantly went down very fast. Look at here, it's like yellow and green, and then when Sloan slash on the boss, so then almost going to die already. So this is how they actually do a very fast run for Andras, but you require Sloan. So it depends on if you have Sloan or not. So let me show you his equipment. So this is the equipment he's using. This is his Sloan. He's using an R5 Sloan, which I think you don't have to go for R5. Definitely R2 is already doable for this Andras team here, and then Chuyao doesn't have to be R2. Feng Shun doesn't have to be this high reso. He can be R2, and then Lushang here can be R0. Then Tolan here, his Tolan doesn't have divinate, so he doesn't need equipment. But if your Tolan have already high divinate that Andras cannot one-shot Tolan, then you have to make your Tolan 50% crit rate and without any HP substats, so your Tolan can die. So this is his strong equipment, going for high attack with Calamity set. Alright, so this is the speed, Calamity set, and Brawler set for her passive damage. Okay, without any crit rate and crit damage. And this is his Chuyao, 100% accuracy, with Thunder set for some extra DPS, and Artiar. Then this is Feng Shun Harmony set, with 100% accuracy, because you want to land the defense break. And then Lushang here going for extra harmony, which you don't really matter anyway, because you kind of need him to wear some equipment, so just go for harmony. And extra Agi set here to increase more protection at the start of the combat, because you have the shield. And then Tolan here is going for crit rate, because you can see here Tolan here, he's wearing a crit rate ring to make Tolan 50% crit rate above. When your Tolan have 50% crit rate above, then it will trigger Andras boss passive, which the Andras will do extra damage to the Esper who have 50% crit rate above, which is going to be Tolan, and Tolan will die, and Tolan will apply his final passage debuff on the boss, so you can nuke the boss very easily. So this is his equipment, and then he did show you like his own blitz showcase. Like everything here, his turn is very low, like 20 turn below. So he did a 10 run, for example. Okay, sometimes RNG, then you hit like 37 turn. So if you have this team, you can go try this out. If you don't, then you can watch the next showcase. Okay, so there's another showcase here that is more relying about Hilda's poison, and you have Ife here to trigger the poison, and then you have Norah here to do extra DPS, Lushang here as a cheat code, and Chuyao here to apply the debuff like defense break and sear, and assist as well. So Lushang at the start of combat will apply the buff, and then basically Hilda and Ife here is doing the poison combo to clear wave 1. So it takes a bit longer time for clearing the wave 1 and wave 2. compared to the other Esper, but Ife here will be doing the poison damage and clear the wave 2. Then Norah S3 and clear wave 2. Then you go until the boss wave. Andras will try to nuke you, so you have to ensure that your team here don't die from Andras. So if you can put Lu Shang on Agi set to apply shield at the start of the combat. Then Hilda here the job is to apply poison to the mob and the boss as well. Then Ife here is to trigger the poison. Norah here is to do main single target DPS to the boss to do massive damage, because Hilda and Ife here is more about AoE damage. So you trigger the poison to the boss and the mob, and when the mob dies, and then when the boss take action, the boss will sacrifice his HP to revive the mob, so he will kill himself. Then he reduced a lot of HP, left 15%, and then he dies. So this one is a combination between Norah and Poison team. Poison team is the Hilda and Ife. Then Norah and Lu Shang and Chuya will be the combo for the for non-crit damage, but it takes like 30 turns for this part. Okay, then for her equipment showcase. So this is her equipment showcase. She is using R6 Norah, but you don't have to use a R6 Norah. Norah here can be R0 as well. Just that of course the extra stats matters, like the speed run as well, right? But I do believe that you don't have to be R6. It can be like maybe R0 to R4 is already good enough. Then this is her Hilda. R6 Hilda doesn't have to be R6 Hilda. It can be a lower result Hilda, even R0 as well. You just need to apply the poison. Then Ife here have to be R2 Ife to trigger the poison, because the R2 effect here will unlock her effect for her S3 to trigger the poison damage instantly. Then Lu Shang here can be R0, it's just here to apply the poison. Then Chu Yao here can be R0 as well, just to apply the accuracy, the debuff as well. Okay, then the last showcase for today. This one here, he's using Jinqiu team, and then with Hilda Ife. So it's basically kind of the same concept as the previous one that is using Norah and Hilda Ife. Then his one is also using the poison detonation here. Then we have Feng Shui as a buffer, Jinqiu as the main true damage Esper, and Sujie for another true damage Esper. So if you don't have Sujie, you can replace Sujie with Chu Yao, which basically the previous showcase as well. And this is his equipment he's going for. His Jinqiu here is a going for Calamities and Avatara is a max Jinqiu, but I don't think you need to max your Jinqiu. Feng Shui here have to be R2, doesn't have to be max. Hilda can be R0, Ife here can be R2, then Sujie here can be R0 as well if you have Sujie. Then he did a few blitz just to show you his whole run. So it's around 30 something turn, 29 turn, and 32 turn, which is still below the 45 turn average thing. And he was going to showcase his whole run. So Feng Shui is going to buff first, then Hilda do some damage, Feng Shui do damage, then Hilda do damage. So maybe you realize that he actually cleared the team, the wave very fast. It's all because Sujie is applying the true damage. So if you have Sujie, maybe you can consider trying this team out. It will work below 45 turn as well. So same concept, Feng Shui will buff first and try to apply defend break. Hilda will apply poison for the mob and the boss. Then Ife here will trigger the poison instantly for the mob to try to kill the mob as fast as possible. Then when the mob take the action, basically everyone is gonna die. Then all the mob die now, so then we just wait for the boss to take his action. Okay, Jinqiu doing damage, then the boss take his action. He's gonna reduce his own HP to revive the mob, and then he die. Okay, so it takes like 30 turns like this because Jinqiu take extra turn for his S2. So if you don't have Jinqiu, you want to use Norah, also is able to replace the slot as well. Okay, so basically that's all for this video here, and I hope this video actually help you guys out for your Andras 45 turn. Okay, feel free to comment down if you are a player who are able to hit Andras 45 turn. You can also share your own team, so the other player here will, when they look through the command, they also kind of get more reference about how to clear the 45 turn for the mission, right? Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is Yakishiba Tales, Kami, thank you so much for your support. And for the supporter or patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Code Wilderness, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwalks, Rimu, Chani, Von Hexa, Antonio Winterspoon, Martin Williams, Eric Mendes, Ium Cragren, Riku Fred X Iris, Calamity, Rocco Standios, Thank you so much for your support. Special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest tag. Thank you so much for Code Wilderness, Calamity, Acne, Love Fatima, Fatima Little Underwear, Bloods, Riku Fred, Choni. Thank you so much for your support.